So the Premier League has seen some incredible transfers, but who had the best transfer window?
PSG, obviously. No.
For free! Y'all messed up! Jack Grealish was how much?
Who had the best one? I mean, look, I think on paper.
Well, let's look at some of the transfers real quick.
Right.
Obviously, Romelu Lukaku coming over to Chelsea. What was that?
Which
100?
a bit of a shock. I did not expect.
He got back together with his ex.
Yeah, I expected him to move from Inter at some point, not necessarily after winning the Scudetto. He has been beloved there, but clearly the bigger issue, and fans at Inter have been really frustrated with this. They are broke.
Yeah, they're broke. They're like they sold Lukaku for $100 million, and they ain't even. They're like, no, that money already spent.
we didn't even get to put it in our pockets. We had to hand it off already to the bank.
Yeah, Visa came and got that one.
So I think the last thing I saw, Lukaku had mentioned that he was waiting to put out a message for Inter fans, but that I didn't realize how dire this situation was.
Well, you know
Inter.
what Inter said, right? Inter said, give us the message. And then they told their fans, if you want to see the message, you got to sign up for our Patreon. That's wild disrespect.
Okay, at the $2 billion level. Yeah, I know you got it.
I mean, does anyone have it? Does anybody want to sign up for that? If not, check out our OnlyFans.
Well, come on, do you even really love this club?
Inter going to be the first club with OnlyFans. Like, you players, we put cameras in the showers, y'all.
Yo, man.
We got to make some money, right?
So
Lukaku's transfer to Chelsea. Huge. I don't know why you'd put yourself back in that pressure cooker of the Premier League when you are beloved, but I think Milan was like, no, you getting sold, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care if they offer 20 million. Yeah, we need money. What about
I know where you're going, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, you ain't got to go home, but you ain't allowed back in here. Get your ass back out. I think Jack Grealish to Man City, probably one of the biggest transfers. And again, look, I think Jack Grealish is incredible, but this might be another one of those things where English players get a little bit more love in England. You know what I mean? There's that English curve.
Right. And he went for, obviously, Aston Villa sold him for 100 million euros too, man. It's no joke. It's a lot of money. I just confirm, I think it is euros, not in dollars. But the fact that to me, Grealish going to Manchester City, it is just a spoiled signing. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's not really a player that they need.
Luxury signing. Yeah.
You know, it's just like, what is the point of this? I mean, I get it. Fine. But he played in the Community Shield. They lost. I think they gave up it was a penalty, I believe. And Leicester City won the Community Shield. Yeah, so 100 million pounds, by the way, our producer just said, which is a lot more money than 100 million euros.
Yeah,
okay,
that's about what? Like I think that's $140 million.
Yeah,
which is incredible. That's for one person.
I mean, look, from where Manchester City were into just winning the league, losing Champions League final, Jack Grealish, to me is not the difference that will help them get there. This is the only thing I can think of. Kevin De Bruyne have been dealing with a couple injuries here and there. He got hurt during the Euros, and he occasionally they require. Manchester City plays a lot of games. Kevin De Bruyne is a very important player. Jack Grealish could be that guy to step up if Kevin De Bruyne gets hurt. That's the only thing I could really think of.
I mean, look, it is like getting new speakers for your Lamborghini, right? You're like, do you need it? You know what I mean, buddy? I think you're fine. But they won the league running away last year. They've only gotten better. Manchester United went out and bought a couple players, or it almost feels like it. I hate to say it, but it feels like it's not going to matter. It feels like the table's going to end up exactly the same because Manchester City went out and bought arguably a much better midfielder. You know what I mean? I'm sure Jadon Sancho stands are going to get all up in my mentions right now, but it is what it is. I think Sancho's a great player. I think Varane is a great player. Does that put Manchester United over the top? Not over. I don't think it even puts them. I might have competed with City better last year, but now that City's also got Grealish, if they can find someone to put those goals in, they are going to be just fine.
I think Chelsea has a better chance to get closer to Manchester City as far as winning a title. Adding Lukaku. Look, if
second half Chelsea is a better team than all season United.
Right. So, because essentially, if Lampard, if Tuchel has the reign for the entire year, they're fighting with Manchester City for the title, for the Premier League title. So this is like Manchester United. They still need. A lot of people say like they need a defensive midfielder. They need, Fred is not going to carry the team as far as the defensively. But are these enough moves to, Manchester City is pretty much the same team. Has United done enough to catch up to Manchester City? Pretty much has. The only team I could say that about is Chelsea. They, with adding Lukaku, the signings they've made, how good they already are. I think Tammy Abraham will be leaving, possibly
going to Roma.
To Roma. That's the rumor. I've heard that Arsenal want him as well. So this is the only other one that we have to other player we have to talk about is obviously Harry Kane, because he did hold out. And did not train, didn't play in any of the preseason matches for.
And the English media are acting like he spat on all of them.
It's a, we see this. He wanted to force a move like to Manchester City. That was pretty public. It didn't work out, especially with everything going on with Messi. I think that kind of got in the way. Like, why you can't sign Grealish, Kane, and Messi. What are you, PSG?
You can't have that abundance of it. No, you can in France. Okay, all right, fair enough.
There's something called financial fair. Oh wait, no, okay, that's gone. Sorry.
It's actually called financial. Go for it. They just changed the name of it.
Financial, do it, man. Who cares?
It ain't tricking if you got it. It's not the title.
You can't take it when you die. Okay,
nah, fam. Blow the bag is now the name of that law.
Harry Kane put out a statement, kind of saying like that. It was you knew it was a lie. I don't have it in front of me, but essentially
you suggest I would hold out.
Yeah.
I love the fans, first of all. I love the club, and I also want to reiterate that I love the fans. Okay?
Because I don't know if you heard me the first time. Okay, he really did how could you me Harry Kane
right.
and it really had the feeling of like, all right, it didn't work out. I tried my best to force a move. But I think the next look. I don't know if he is sold in the winter or is I don't see Harry Kane finishing out his contract, but I think this move it was he drew the line in the sand of like, yo, this team needs to get better. We need to play in Champions League. Otherwise, I do not want to be here. And next year there might be an opportunity to actually kind of do what Messi did with Barcelona, where he said, I want to go. I want to leave. And he drew that line in the sand, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we got to make this dude happy any way we can." But I think next year is when Harry Kane possibly.
No, I think he needs to jump now. I think he needs to jump right this moment. I think if there's ever going to be an opportunity where you're going to leave, he's 28 years old, if I'm not mistaken. He's in the middle of his prime. If he's ever going to get a chance, he has to hold out. He has to stop. They're playing chicken with him. The media's playing chicken with him. Daniel Levy's playing chicken with him, and he's blinking. He's flinching. You need to hold out. Stay there. Do not show up to training. Tell him you want to leave, because if Manchester United or if Manchester City are going to compete with the signings, or I should say Manchester United are going to compete with the signings that City and Chelsea have made, then this is the only chance he has to run if Manchester United is serious about buying him. And if right now Manchester City is still negotiating with trying to buy him, that immediately gives him the league. You have to run now.
It's just so wild that how easy it is for clubs nowadays to purchase two $100 million players. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you would,
when you say clubs,
once a decade.
Don't mean Arsenal. we can't buy two $50 million players.